We will recite the 7th chapter once and then we'll proceed, okay? Om Dhyanam Om Dhyayehyam Ratnapite Shukakalapatitam Shrunvatim Shyamalangim Nastaikangrim Saroje Sashishakaladharam Vallakim Vadayantim Kahlarabhaddhamalam Niyamita Vilasa Cholikam Raktavatstram Matangim Shankapatram Madhura Madhumatam Chitragodpasibalam Om Rushiruvacha Anyaptaste Thato Daityas Chandamunda Purogamaha Chaturanga Balopeta Yayurabhyudyadayutaha Dadrushuste tato devi mishadhasam vyavastitam simhasyo parishailendra shringe mahati kanchane te drishtva tam samadadum udhyamam sakrurudhyataha akrushta chapasidaras tathanye tat samibagaha tadakobam chagarochairambika tanarim prati Kopena chasya vadanam ashivarnamabhutada Bhrukuti kutilanasya lalata falakadhrutam Kali karala vadana vinishkranta sipasini Vichitra katvangadara naramala vibhushana Dvipi charma paridhana sushka mamsadi bhairava Ati vistara vadana jihva lalana bhishana Nimagna raktanayana nada purita dingmuka Savegena vipatitad gadayanti mahasuran Sainye tatra surari nama bhakshayata tadbhalam Pashni grahankushagrahi yoda ganta samanvitam Samadhayaika hastena muke chikshepa varanan Tataiva yodam turagairatam sharadina saha Nikshipya vaktre dashanais charvayantyati bhairavam Ekam jagraha kesheshu grivayamata chaparam Padena kramya chaivanya murasanya mapotayat Tairmuktani cha sastrani mahastrani tata suraihi Mukena jagraharusha dashanair matitanyapi Balinam tadbalam sarvam asuranam duratmanam Mamardha bhakshayachanyanyamscha tadayatata Asina nihata kechit katvangata ditaha Jagmur vinashamasura dantagrabi hatastata Kshanena tadbhalam sarvam asuranam nipatitam Drishtvo chando vidudravatam kali madibhishanam Sharavashir mahabhimair bhimakshim tam mahasuraha Chadayamasa chakraischa mundakshiptai sahasrashaha Tani chakrani anekani vishamanani tanmukam Babhuryatarka bimbani subahuni ghanodaram Tato jahasati rusha bhimam bhairavanadini Kali karala vaktrantar durdarsha dashanojvala Uttaya cha mahasimham devi chandamadavada Grihitva chasya kesheshu sirastena sinachinate Ata mundobhya davattam drishtva chandam nipatitam Tamapyapadayat bhumau sa khadga vigatam rusha Hata sesham tata sainyam drishtva chandam nipatitam Mundam cha sumahaviryam disho beje bhayaturam Shiraschandasya kalischa gruhitva mundameva cha प्राह प्रचण्डाट्टहासम्मिश्रमभ्येत्य चण्डिकाम् मया तवात्रोपहृतौ चण्डमुण्डौ महापशु युद्धयज्ञे स्वयं शुम्भं निशुम्भं च हनिष्यसि। ऋषिरुवाच तावानीतौ ततो दृष्ट्वा चण्डमुण्डौ महासुरौ उवाच कालीं कल्याणी ललितं चण्डिका वचः यस्मात् चण्डं च मुण्डं च गृहीत्वा तमुपागता चामुण्डेति ततो लोके ख्याता देवी भविष्यसि। ओम इति श्री मार्कण्डेय पुराणे सावर्णिके मन्वन्तरे देवी माहात्म्ये चण्डमुण्डवधो नाम सप्तमोऽध्यायः। This is one of the important chapter in Devi Mahatmyam. For two reasons. It's not only like talks about Kali, how she came up. It is also like, the Navarna Mantram Om Hrim Klim Chamundaye Vichi. The term Chamunda, the name Chamunda comes in this chapter. That's why it's very, very important. Last when he says Chamunda, Chamundai, Chamundeti. So Chamunda comes in this chapter. Like how in Rudram, Sri Rudram, Yajurvedam is considered to be the middle of all the four Vedas. I mean, normally they consider as Trivedic, Rikaju Sama. So Yajur is in the middle. And in that, in between, the middle of Yajurvedam is the Rudra, Sri Rudram. In that Sri Rudram, there are 11 Anuvakams come in, 11 paragraphs, 11 Anuvakams come in that. In the 8th Anuvakam, Shiva's Moola Mantram Om Namah Shivaya comes. Namah Shivaya comes in the 8th Anuvakam. Normally what happens, like, when they keep the main word or main term or main mantra, they keep it in the middle. They don't keep it in beginning or in the end. They keep it in the middle. It is like a treasure, like how we keep our treasures inside, like, inside lock and key. In the same way, this is kept in the middle. The same thing is followed in this also, because in no other scripture the term Chamunda comes only in Devi Mahatmyam. The term Chamunda for Ambal comes only in Devi Mahatmyam, and that too in the 7th chapter. Again, when we see it, like, there are 13 chapters in this. 7th chapter, in the middle of the thing, they give Chamunda. The term Chamunda first time is mentioned here. That is why this chapter is considered to be very important. It is other than, like, Chandamunda Vadam and why Kali has to come, all these things. But mainly the Navarna Mantram, for which Chamunda is the presiding deity of the Navarna Mantram, that name comes only in this chapter. First time in Devi Mahatmyam. That is the importance of this chapter. Now we'll go on to the Dhyana Mantram. Here they are talking about Shyamalangi. First, Ambal is described so beautifully in this. Dhyayeyam Ratna Pite. She is seated on a gem-studded pita, that is Simhasanam. Shukha Kala Paditam Shrunvati. She is listening to the The parrot reciting the mantras. The parrot reciting. Shukha means parrot. That is why Shukha actually has got a parrot face. Parrot face saint is called Shukha. Shukha is called parrot face. So Shukha Kala Paditham. Shukha Kala Paditham is, he is reciting the scriptures. Shrunvatim, she is listening to what, it's very close, no? She is holding, if you see the Mother Meenakshi picture, the image shows like, the parrot is very close to her ears. The parrot continuously keeps reciting the scriptures and she keeps listening to it continuously. Shyamalangim, she is dark complexion. Shyamalangim. Krishna is also dark complexion. In the same way here, Shyamalanghi, she is dark complexion. Nyastaikangrim Saroji. Nyastaikangrim. Anga is like, a part. Mainly here limb, leg. She is keeping her one leg delicately on a saroji, on a lotus. Nyastaikangrim. She has placed her limb or leg, foot on a lotus. Sashi Shakala Dharam. Sashi means moon. Shakala means part of the moon. I mean, like, it is not the full moon. She is wearing a crescent moon. So Shashi Shakala Dharam. She is adorning the moon in her head. I mean, in her mukutam. Vallakim Vadayanti. Vallaki means is a musical instrument. Mainly they say Vallaki means flute. But here we have to say Veena. Veena, a musical instrument. Vallakim Vadayanti. She plays Veena. So Vallakim Vadayanti. Because here we are talking about Rajamatangi. So Vallakim Vadayanti. It's actually the description of how Meenakshi is described here. Rajamatangi, Meenakshi is Rajamatangi, and Meenakshi is described here. Kalhara Baddhamala. Kalhara means white lilies. Kalhara, flowers. It is like, lotus family, white lilies. She is wearing a garland of that. Kalhari, all like, bound together, they make a garland. Mala, Baddhamala. Niyamita Vilasat Cholika. Niyamita means suppressed, very tight. Vilasat, shining blouse. Her blouse, she is wearing a tight, shining blouse. Rakta Vastram, her sari is red colored sari. Rakta Vastram. Madhangim, she is the Matangi, Mathanga. She is the daughter of Mathanga, the sage Mathanga, so she is called Matangi. Matangi, Shankha Patram, she is holding a vessel in the shape of Shankha. So Shankha Patram, Madhura Madhumadham. Slightly like, the lips are stained with wine. So Madhumadham. So intoxicated, slightly intoxicated by that you could see the wine smeared in her lips. Madhura Madhu Madham. Chitrakod Basibala. In her forehead, she has got a beautiful tilakam, which actually adds to her beauty. The tilakam adds to her beauty. Chitrakod Basibala. Basi means, again, Basibala means the forehead. Chitrakod Basibalam. So the tilakam that she is wearing in her, it only increases her beauty. That is what, increases her radiance. That is the beauty of Matangi here mentioned. Dhyayeyam Ratna Pite Shukakala Phatitam Shrunvatim Shyamalangim Nyastaikangrim Saroje Sashi Shakala Dharam Vallakim Vadayanti Kahlara Baddhamala Niyamita Vilasat Cholikam Raktavastram Matangim Shankapatram Madhura Madhumadham Chitrakod Basibalam. This is the Dhyana Slokam of this, and we move on to the chapter now. Rishi Ruvacha Anyaptaste Tato Daitya Chanta Munda Purogamaha Chaturanga Bhalopeta Yayurapyudhyadayutaha. So, Purogama, being led by Chandamunda after hearing the command of Nishumba. Chandamunda heading the army, fourfold army, they are going forth to fight against Ambal now. All with all the thing brandishing their weapons like swords and whatever they hold, mace, all those things they brandishing, and they are walking towards seeing what Ambika is doing. Purogama. Purogama is leading. The lead, it is called lead. So Purogamaha, Chandamunda Purogamaha. It is they are led by Chandamunda. Chandamunda leads the army. The Chaturanga Balopeta, Upeta, they possess the army, fourfold army, which they are leading. They swiftly move. They just go very fast because they want to bring back Ambal. So they move very fast, brandishing their weapons, ready to fight the war. Dhadrishuste Tatho Devi Ishaddasam Vyavastitam. Ishaddasam, smiling, gentle smile. Ambika doesn't care about them coming so with such a speed towards her. She is seated on her Ishaddasam Vyavastitam Simhasyopari Shailendra Sringe Mahati Kanchane. So she is seated. The golden mountain is called Mahameru. Mahameru is called golden mountain. Mahati Kanchane. Shringe Shailendra Shringe. The peak of that mountain. Shringa means peak. Shailendra is mountain. So the peak of the mountain, which is also golden mountain. Kanchane, Mahati Kanchane. Golden peak of the highest mountain. Simhasyopari. She is seated on the lion and smiling. Let them all come to me. Like sarcasm, smiling. Ishaddasam Vyavastitam. She's like smiling very slight, smile, gentle smile. Let them all come to me. So they see Ambal seated on lion on top of the mountain peak, golden mountain peak, smiling, gently smiling. Te drishtva tham samadhatum udhyamam chakrurudhyata. So first they decide they will carry her off. She is seated there. We are a big army. We will go and carry her. Without any problem, we will reach it to our master. That is the first intention. Not killing her or anything. No fighting first. First they want to attack her and just carry her from there. So what they do, some approach her with swords and chapam, that bow and arrow, to ready to take her away actually.
You already had a taste, no? The army also tried the same thing.
Yeah. They don't know, no? The first new vigor comes. New day, new vigor. And we feel like, the arrogance of those demons is like, they can achieve anything. That is what they don't learn their lesson so fast. So, te drushtva tam samadadum udhyamam chakrurudhyataha. So they are ready for taking her away. Akrushta chabha, with a drawn Dhanush. Chapam means bow and bow. Asi means Asidhara. Asi means what? Asidhara. So with bow as well as swords, they are approaching her swiftly to carry her off. Tat Samibhaha. They are going close to her, ready to carry her off. First, their plan is only that, to carry her off. Tatha kopam chakarochair ambika tanarin prati kopena chasya vadanam mashi varnam abhuttata. They are approaching, the huge army approaching her, and her anger reaches the highest point. There's no bounds for her anger. First, the anger comes. Kopam chakroche rambika tanari. She started, tanari means roaring, like screaming, roaring like a lion. When her anger she wants to show, she is roaring there. What is prati? Because they are approaching, her reaction. This is what we have to understand. It is very clearly said. Not only here, I have talked about even Nrsimha. It is only God responds the way that you ask. God is not actually like that. God encompasses all kind of characters. But His is always a reaction. He doesn't take the first step. How you are, He reacts to that. When Hiranyakasipu comes, for Hiranyakasipu, only Nrsimha has to come, no? Nrsimha is the reaction to Hiranyakasipu. But the same Balaka who is standing there, such a small kid, Prahalada, for him, because of his goodness, Nrsimha is not reflection. Nrsimha is the father. Nrsimha is his deity. It is only our mind and our character that reflects in the deity. We have to understand. Prati, that is what? Thanarin Prati. Why she started roaring? The reaction. Again the reaction. Chandamunda coming with a huge army, fourfold army to attack her. So the anger goes up. It is the reflection. It is actually always the response from the God. So the way we approach, He responds. That is why we say, like, why Ambal Pujana and Aradhana has got, it has become very popular now, is because it is very easy to approach the Parabrahman as a mother. It is only our approach that defines the God. We have to understand that here very clearly. So, Tathakobam Chakarochair Ambika Thanarin. So the anger goes up in Ambika and she starts roaring loudly. Kopena chasya vadanam mashi varnam apota. Then her face turns into black color like ink. Mashi varnam apotata. So mashi means ink. So like dark ink, her face changed. It's a beautiful maiden sitting there on Simhasyobhari and smiling gently. How it turned. This is the same person. It is not two. It is the same person who is Kali on one side, who is Ambika on the other side. Ambika is the mother of the universe is called Ambika. Who is Ambika on one side and Kali on the other side. Bipolar. No? Hoping I will not say it. So the whole thing, her face, her temperament, the way she looks changes into, because the anger is only predominant in her. Ambika, she cried out loudly at all this approaching army, and her face turned black like ink. Brukuti kutila tasya lalada falaka dhrutam Kali Karala Vadana Vinishkranta Sibashini. The eyebrows, immediately anger eyebrows get crooked. No? You start, eyebrows became crooked. On her forehead, like, you can see, forehead is flat, so the eyebrows get crooked. Forehead, lalada phalagadradam. The forehead is flat. Lalada phalakam is the flat surface of the forehead. But prukati kutilan. So the eyebrows got twisted eyebrows. Kali Karala Vadana. Vinishkranta Sipashini. Vinishkranti, who sprang out from that, who emerged from that. She sprang out, not emerging. She just, in the violent mood, from Ambika, she turns into Kali and she emerges with Vinishkranta Sipash. Asim, I have told you, like it is a sword. Pasham is the rope. With both in her hand, with black colored face, she springs out of Ambika. Vichitrakatvangadara. She does not have only the sword and the nose, she has got Vichitrakatvangadara. Katvanga. I have told you already about this. Katvanga. Kat means it is caught. Normally, wooden cart, if you can imagine, a wooden cart has got 4 legs. Katvanga. The leg of a wooden cart is called Katvanga. And Vichitra Katvanga. In this, what happens? There is one skull on top of that Katvanga. She is holding like a part of that leg of the cart with skull stuck to that on top. Vichitra Katvangadhara Naramala Vibhushana. She is adorning a garland of skulls around her. Naramala Vibhushana. Dvipi Charma Paridhana. What she is wearing is Dvipi Charma is tiger skin. Charma is skin. Dvipi Charma is tiger skin. So she is adorning tiger skin. She is wearing tiger skin around her. Sushka Mamsathi Bhairava. Hathi Bhairava. Frightening noise. Frightening to look at. Sushka Mamsadi. Completely dried skin. Skinny. She is not the one what is depicted in the pictures. No. Iconographic image of Kali is totally different. She is still beautiful. But here, Sushka Mamsadi. Absolutely dried flesh. Only it is like, skeleton only is seen. Sushka, because the next line also describes her. So, Sushka Mamsadi. So, it is very frightful to look at. It's a beautiful maiden. The anger has turned her into this. So, it is like Ati Vistara Vadana Jihva Larana Bhishana. Ati Vistara Vadana. Her mouth is wide open. It is gaping mouth. Her mouth is wide open. And her tongue is drooping. It is lolling tongue. It is drooping. A tongue is out, drooping, hanging out. You can just imagine, put the figure like in front of you, skinny black figure with wide mouth, wide gaping mouth, and tongue protruding out, and Nimagna Raktana. Raktanayana is red eyes. Nimagna, completely like, sunken eyes. Sunken eyes. Literally like how, what do you call, like how skeleton eyes, no? Skeleton eyes, how it will be like completely sunk into the cavity. Like that it is sunken eyes, red color sunken eyes. Nada Purita Dingmukha. And she was like, her roar actually, Dingmukha. It is reverberating all the 8 directions, all sides. It is echoing everywhere. It is so loud. It's echoing everywhere. So you can really see like it. Huh? Ati Bhayangaram. Nadha Purita Dhingmukha. Ati Bhayangaram. Very, very fierce aspect of Ambal. So we have to understand here one more thing. Every deity has got, I always feel like they have got 3 rupams. 3 rupams they exhibit themselves. One as a sattvic rupam, where like very appealing to all of us. One as a guru rupam. I will give you examples. One as a guru rupam, like who comes to give you the knowledge, guru rupam. One as the raudra rupam. If you take Ambal as Ambal in all other Ambika, she is a very, very motherly, loving, Lalita. All the names suit her so well, so gentle. But as a teacher, as a guru, she comes in the form of Saraswati. Ugra Murti, she comes in the form of Kali. If you take Shiva of course does not have any rupam as such. But still, his Shanta Rupam is something, we can say it is only Lingam which is Shantam about Shiva. No? Shiva in general, when he is seen with Parvati or when he is seen with Ganesha and Muruga, it's Shanta Rupam. Ugra Rupam is the Rudra Rupam. Rudran as Ugra. Guru as Dakshinamurti. Mahavishnu you take. Mahavishnu always is Shanta Swarupa Mahalishnu. When he is lying down on his serpent, or when he is standing, sitting positions, is Shanta Rupa. But when he comes as a guru, he comes as Hayagriva. Hayagriva is the guru of Srividya. He is the guru of everything. And Rudra Rupam, we all know it is in Simhamurti. So, why it is depicted like this? It is the same thing. It is not different. As I said, when you approach to gain knowledge, they come as Guru. When you approach as mother or father, like a child, forget about father or mother, like a child, that Vatsalyam is seen. But when you approach with so much of negativity, it is one day is reflected. This is the 3 way of looking at the Brahman in one go. So Kali is the one, because as I said, it is the reaction, how she comes out. And Kali, if we talk about, without talking about Kali, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, you cannot complete Kali description, because he was the one who worshipped Kali, no? So Kali is, he has told, like, Kali is worshipped as Shyama, as in the household. Normally at home, Kali is worshipped as Shyama, who is dispeller of fear and granter of boons. It is only that much. Kali, when she is worshipped as Shyama, she takes away all your fear about your enemies, about so many things. We fear for everything in life. So that fear she takes off. So many people say that Kali should not be worshipped at home. That is also there. But Kali, if she should be worshipped as Shyama at home. Kali can be worshipped as Shyama at home. As a householder can worship Kali as Shyama. Then he says, like, There is Raksha Kali in times of natural disasters. If you pray to her, then she comes to your rescue. Smashna Kali, you know Smashnam what? Mayana. So that Kali is aggressive. No need to describe anything about her. She is really like Kali is Kali. She is. There is Mahakali, who is the formless Shakti. There is no form for Mahakali. But she is also considered to be on par with the absolute Brahman, Mahakali. But what? In Dakshineshwar, when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who was the priest in Dakshineshwara temple, Kali temple, in that Kali she is worshipped as Bhavatarini. Bhavatarini is the one who protects the world. She is beautiful. She is not the Kali that we have just described. So, two things we have to understand. The Satvik Ambika that we saw in the first line and the Kali that emerged, described after that, are one and the same. They are not different. That you have to keep it in your head. They are not different. Savegena bipatita ghatayanti mahasuran. Enough. She started. She just with a force, swiftly they were moving, with more aggression she is moving towards them. She fell on them. Patita. Vegena bipatita. Swiftly she fell on them. Ghatayanti mahasuran, and ate so many asuras. She devoured lot of asuras. Let us say devoured. I think it is better than eaten. She devoured so many asuras. Sainya tatra surarinam pakshayata apakshayata tadbalam. With her strength, she is huge. With her strength, if she falls on the entire army and devours so many asuras in one go, we can imagine how huge the figure is. Pashni grahankusha grahi yodaganta samanvitan. So she attacks from the rear of the army. Pashni is the rear of the army. Graha, she seizes. Ankushahi yodagana. Who has got Ankusham in his hand is the one who is holding the elephant. So the soldiers who are holding the elephants, holding the Ankusham in their hand to control their elephant, and Ganta Samanvita, Yoda Ganta Samanvita, and the bells are actually strung around all the elephants' necks. So she seizes the soldiers who are controlling the elephant, with the bell the elephants are wearing. Samadhayaika hastene mukhe chikshepa. With everybody, everything together she put in her mouth in one go. In one go she sees the entire elephant army with the soldiers seated on that, with the ankusam and everything, and with the bell that you shouldn't forget, Ganta Samanvita. She just took the entire army and put them in the mouth. Elephant, one Chaturanga Balatala, one Balam is gone. Only 3 are remaining. In one, with a single hand. Samadha Eka Hastena. Eka Hastena. Eka Hastam. It is only with one hand she took everything in one go. She didn't even use both the hands. No, she has got so many hands there. But she used only one hand. Eka Hastena. She took everything in one go. She put it in the mouth. In a single hand. She just didn't put it. She flung them into the mouth. Tathaiva yodam. See, there is the fate of other soldiers also. They met the same fate. Tathaiva yodham turagai ratham sarathina saha. So the horse, ratham, and with the sarathi. Everybody again became the Deepavali Bhakshanam to her. And they were all nikshiptya, they were all thrown into her. Nikshiptya Bhaktri, thrown into her mouth. All together they were thrown into the mouth. And the next one is really tragic. Dashanais Charvantyati Bhairavam. Dashanai is biting. Charvayati means chewing. Biting and chewing, grinding them. Furiously, Ati Bhairavam, furiously in between her teeth. So she ground them all into a paste, churna. Ekam jagraha kesheshu grivayam. Now people are standing, no? Cavalry. No? That is one, now 3 are over, only 1 is left, no? Chaturanga balam, 3 are over, 1 is left. Ekam jagraha kesheshu. So she caught one by hair, one asura by hair. Grivayam ata chaparam. Then one she held by hair, one she caught by neck, grivaya. Grivaya mata chaparam. Padena kramya. Then crushed somebody under the foot. Padena kramya. And few she just hit them on her breast and they fell dead. Those who are. Some she seized by hair. Some she seized by their throat. Some she crushed them under her feet. Some she beat them on her chest, so they are all dead. Padena kramya chaivanya murasanya mapotayat. Potayat means killed or crushed or potayat. So she slammed them on her breast and she killed them, destroyed them. There is only one way of her there. I don't think she ever used a sword or anything in this. Only to kill Chandamunda she used the sword. But for others she just crushed them like this. All Bhakshanam. Thair muktani cha sastrani mahastrani tatasurai. Mukena jagraharusha dashanair madithanyapi. Asuras will not be keeping quiet, no? So they send all the missiles, astram, shastram, everything at her. Everything again goes into her mouth. And dashanair matitanyapi. She really chewed everything, ground angrily between her teeth. She chewed everything, all the things she caught in her mouth. So that is why Ati Vistara Vadhana. Everything could go into her mouth. Bhalinam tad bhalam sarvam asuranam duratmanam mamarda bhaktasi. First, let us see that. Bhalidhan tad bhalam sarvam. So the entire mighty army of the asura, she ravaged actually. Duratmana. Mamarda bhakshayachanyan anyams chatadayattata. So see, she devoured some. She beat some severely. Somehow she ravaged the entire army of Chandamunda. Asina nihata kechit katvanga dadita. At least now she used some sword. She struck some by sword. Asina nihata. So she killed a few people with her sword and hit a few people with her katvanga. She has got that strange katvangadara. Katvanga. Vichitra katvangadara. That with that she battered others. Jagmor Vinashamasura Dantakra Bihatastada. So, what other asuras? Some she hit them with the sword, and some she beat them with the katvanga. Others met with the fate of being ground by her teeth. So they met their end in her mouth. Everything went into her mouth. They became prey to her grinding teeth, we should say like that. Chanena tad bhalam sarvamasuranam nipadidam. Drishtva chando vidudrava tam kali madibhishana. Now Chanda sees the entire army, how it is ravaged by her. Everything is washed off completely. Everything is in her stomach. Everything has gone into her mouth. He saw it and he was rushing towards her. Kali Madhi Bhishana. Bhishana means very dreadful, terrifying Kali. Kali Madhi Bhishanam. Abhi Dudrava Rashi. Chandobi Dudrava Tham Kali. Rushing towards Kali, who is looking terrifying. Saravarshair Mahabhimair Bhimakshim Tam Mahasuraga. Saravarshair, the arrows, no? He was raining arrows at her. The arrows are engulfing her, kind of a thing. Like, he's continuous arrows. Saravarshair, like raining arrows. Chadayamasa Chakraischa. So Chanda was sending arrows at her, attacking her with her arrows. Chadayamasa Chakraischa Munda Chikshiptais Sahasra. So Munda, what happens? He was sending the chakram, discus, at her. Not Sahasra, thousands of chakram at her. Both are, one is attacking, one from one side with arrows, the other one is attacking with the discus, the chakra. Sahasra, thousands of discuses he is throwing at her. Tani chakranane kani vishamanani dhanvam. What makes the difference here? Everything goes into her mouth. Be it asuras, be it elephants, or elephants with their bells around the neck, and soldiers with ankusham, everything goes into her mouth, and this is not different. All this discusses, everything was just devoured by her, taken into her mouth, entered the mouth. How it looked like. Babu yatharka bimbani subahoni ganodharam. Ganodharam means thick clouds, thick rainy clouds. How the planets, when they go, even the sun or the moon, when they go behind the thick clouds, it is hidden for some time. Like that, all the discusses, the chakram that were aimed at her is being taken in by her mouth. All this, the numerous, Subahuni means numerous planets. When they, Ghanodharam means the dark clouds. It hides behind it. Just when the thing is moving, you can see the clouds taking in all the, whether sun or moon or so many planets which we cannot even see. All these things go behind like that. All these chakras were going into her mouth and disappearing. Tatho jahasatirusha bhimam bhairavanatini. Now, she is laughing in anger, fury. Bhimam bhairavanatini. Tatho jahasatirusha. So the terrifying roar, bhairavanatini. Kali karala vaktrantar durdarsha dashanojvala. Durdarsha dashanojvala. Her teeth, fearsome teeth is gleaming, shining within her mouth. Kari karala vaktrantar. That her wide gaping mouth, her teeth are shining because she is roaring loudly, laughing loudly in fury. Uttaya cha mahasimham Devi Chanda Madavat. Gruhitva chasya kesheshu shiras tena sinachinad. She finished the job quite easily. Like she got on to her simham, she went and he held Sumba by his hair and chopped off his head. Finished. Chanda by his hair and chopped his head off. Shirastena sinachinad. She just held him by his hair and finished the job in a second. He didn't take a lot of time. So the Munda is seeing, no? Chanda is only, his fate is over. So Munda, when he sees Atha Mundo Bhedavatham Drishtva Chandam Nipatitam. Seeing Chanda being dead, Munda sees that, he gets so angry, like Tamapya Padayat Bhumaus. He just attacks her now. First he goes to attack her. Seeing Chanda meeting his fate, he attacks Devi. Tamapya Padayat Bhumau. So she pushed him onto the ground. Bhumau. She pushed him onto the ground. Sa Gadga Bihatamrushas. The same fate what his brother met. She severed his head with her sword. She pushed him to the ground and struck him with her sword. Hataishesham tatas sainyam drishtva chandam nipatitam. So, mundam cha mahaviryam disho beje bayaturam. Chanda, Munda are great asuras. Mundam mahaviryam. They say valorous Munda. They both are dead, killed by her. Seeing this, the army got, whatever was left out, got so scared. The fear, they run away in all directions. They want to save their skin, life. So the remaining army panicked and fled in all directions. That is the thing. Seeing Chanda and Munda meet their end like this, both are valorous asuras, they meet their end like this. The remaining army, not the entire army, the remaining army fled because the entire army is in her stomach. So the remaining army fled in all direction out of fear. Now, the violent battle is come to an end. You see that her favorite way of slaying people is putting them in the mouth, grinding them to dust. What does it mean? Grinding them to dust. If you see that, the wheel of the time, Kala Chakram, grinds everything into dust. Kala Chakram, nobody escapes that. Everybody meets with the same end. Good, bad, better. Everyone uses they meet with the same end because the Chakram actually brings everything to dust. அதனால தான் நம்ம திருமணம் விட்டுக்கிறோம். Vaishnava Sampradayam, they call that namam as Thiruman. You are going to become this dust at some point of a time. And in the same way in Shaivites, we have that Vibhuti, ashes. So this is your end. Remember that. So don't dance too much. Okay? That is the reminder we get every day. So ultimate thing is only dust. That is what if you see her, this thing, her way of how she fought Chandamunda is like, grinding them to pieces. Churna, last. So the dust, the wheel of time, Kala Chakra, brings everything to dust, and she's Kali. At some point of a time we can say like, Kali means dark skinned or dark complexioned. She also reminds us Kalam, Kalathanude Kali. She's the one who reminds us of our time. The time that she says is like, everything becomes dust. Because before acquiring the ultimate knowledge, Chamunda comes into Kali, as she comes as Kali to tell you the truth. Everything here is nothing but dust. This is what it is. We have to understand that and move on, because the next stage is acquiring the knowledge. That is why this is very, very important in this. The message that they give is very important, because she defines the Kala Chakra. She defines, Kali actually defines the Kala Chakram, the wheel of time, which brings everything to dust. Shiras Chandascha Kali cha Grihitva Mundameva cha Praha Prachandattaha Samishramapyeta Chandika. Apyeya Chandika. Shiras, so she's holding both the Chanda and Munda's head in her hand. Prachanda Attahasa, with laugh, roaring laugh, fierce roaring laugh. Prachanda Attahasa. She is fierce as well as she is laughing loudly, and she is telling few words to Chandika. Chandika here as defined, see, we have given different names to the same thing. Now, can you call Chandika and Kali different? No. Chandika and Ambika different? No. All are only one. All in different names and different forms. It is only that. So Kali, taking both heads of Chanda and Munda, approached Chandika, and her fierceness as well as laughing loudly, she says, Maya tava tropa hrutau Chanda mundau mahapashu Yudhya yanye swayam shumbam nishumbam chanishyasi. Here I present you Chanda, the head of Chandamunda, whom I have defeated in the battle. I present it to you as a gift, as an offering, as a the two great offerings, that the sacrifices. You yourself shall kill Shumba and Nishumba. Yuddha yange swayam Shumbam Nishumbam cha hanishyasi. So in the battle, you are going to kill Shumba Nishumba. Now one question comes. When this Kali is so prowess, it is going to take another minute for her to kill Shumba and Nishumba. Why she is saying here, you will kill Shumba and Nishumba. Chandika here is in the sattvic form. Knowledge that ultimately one receives can be got only in the sattvic form, not in the aggressive tamasic rupa. Kali is tamas. So aggressive rupam, you will not get that knowledge, the supreme knowledge, only from the sattvic rupa. Whether you see Dakshinamurti, poor thing, is quiet all the time. Maunam Vyakya. So very quiet. He doesn't talk. Brahma knowledge is something that cannot be put in the limitations of words. That is the reason. Words are limited. Whatever we talk, it has got its own limitations. Brahman Jnanam is something that cannot be contained in words. That is why he keeps silent. Because no other way you can explain the Brahman other than being quiet. If you are able to understand the silence, then it doesn't matter what others talk. It is the truth of life. So, what happens? She says Swayam Shumbam Nishumbam, you are going to kill. In the Yuddha Yanyam, you are going to fight with them and you are going to kill. I have finished my job. Now I am withdrawing. The aspect of Kali withdraws. Of course, she comes back again to help Chandika in the Rakta Bijavada. But not as a person who is aggressively fighting, it is only to help her. The fight of Kali is only here, in this 7th chapter. Maya tava tropahrita. So I have killed these two, and you will kill yourself, you will slay Shumba and Nishumba. Rushiruvaja thava nitau tatho drushtva chanda munda mahasura vacha galim kalyani lalitam chantika vacha. Now these two are very playful now. For them it is a sport. They didn't take any effort to do the killings. No, even to win the battle. We can say like that. They didn't take any effort. Their effort is not much because they did it with effortlessly. They did it. So you get little your superiority is seen there. So Lalitam Vacha, very sportively she is telling, oh, you have killed Chanda and Munda, no? Like with Lalitam Vacha, Chandika, Tava Nitau Tato Društva, Chanda Munda, when she saw those two great asuras' head, the Kali brought before her, the Lalitam Chandi, Kalyani Lalitam Chandika. She very, very auspicious aspect of Ambal is Chandika. She says, sportively she says to her, okay, you have killed Chanda and Munda. From now on you will be known in this world as Chamunda. Yasma Chandam Chamundam cha Gruhitva Tvam Upagata. Upagata means approaching her. Chamundeti tatholoke kyatha devi bhavishyasi. So in this world you will be known henceforth as Chamunda because you killed Chanda and Munda. Oh. So now, Chamunda is, we see a beautiful Chamunda in Mysuru. Mysuru Chamunda is very beautiful. But Chamunda in actually, I just got this thing, Chamunda in Bhuvaneshwar and Jaipur. So they actually portray the goddess as skinny, bony, with protruding bones everywhere because of the skin and with the sunken eyes. Like with how we have, how she is described, no? In the same way, in both in Jaipur and Bhuvaneshwar, Kali is described. Not like our Chamundeshwari. So that is one. And Jaipur Kali, they say she bears her teeth, wide open mouth, and her 4 hands hold axe, javelin, skull cap and human head. Munda. Okay, now the question comes, as such as I told you, why Kali did not kill Shumba Nishumba and why she says Chandika will kill. That is again, that is what I explained to you now. Like, it is because the sattvic aspect is only predominant in this Uttara Charitra. Because you are approaching the virus knowledge. Navarna mantram that we all say, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Vichi. It is actually all the Devi mantrams are all tantric mantrams. Even Sri Vidya is a tantric mantra. All Devi mantras are tantric. Even this one is tantric. This is highly tantric. All the tantric mantras are very difficult to understand, but in generally, we say the mantra actually means give me the ultimate knowledge. I aspire for the ultimate knowledge. And in the process, Sri Vidya, when initiation is done, this comes before actually initiating one into Sri Vidya. They say Ganpati mantra, Bala mantra. Navakshari and then only Panchadashi. Panchadashi is the ultimate Sri Vidya. That is the one that gives the ultimate knowledge of the Supreme. So this one says like, you ask for whom you are asking. Chamunda. Mula Mantram says Chamunda, no? Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. Chamunda. So, why Chamunda before acquiring the knowledge? So to get rid of the dvantam, the duality in this world is so difficult. She says like, the duality that you are seeing in this world is Maya. The ultimate knowledge is different. Ultimate knowledge is beyond all these things that you perceive. You think that they are real. They are not. To kill that duality, she has to take an aggressive step, as taking a skali, Chamunda. So, because the ultimate knowledge is given in the sattvic form, which is the predominant nature of this Uttara Charitra, Chandika comes as sattvic, in the sattvic rupam, to impart that knowledge by killing Shumba and Nishumba. That is the predominant force of ego. The next comes ego, no? That never goes. So ultimately she comes, but she doesn't take any cruel methods like Kali. Yes, chalo go. Chamundi is someone who destroys all dualities in this world. Namak vandi ellame in relation to something. We can understand things only in relation to something. We can understand the entire universe in relation to us. That is why the perception of the world is not the same. It is the way you look at it's all different. That's why it is Maya. Because none of us know what is the true world actually is. The true world, they say, is the ultimate reality. That is the knowledge. That is the knowledge, the true world. The world is your own perception. The way you see it. We feel that is when our life history, when we want to talk about, we feel no one else has gone through anything, that ultimately we have only faced everything good or bad in this world. No, this is the thing, because it is our perception. We connect with the world, rest of the world, through this eye. No? So, to get rid of it and see the world beyond this, so to kill that duality, to kill that, first you have to kill the relationship. That what you think, that is the duality. That you kill it, that Chamunda comes. Then you kill the I itself. I related to this world. The relation to the world is taken away by Chamunda, by all these measures that she has now displayed. As Kali. As Kali, she has taken the relationship off from between you and the world. Now that I remains, no? That is not taken like how Kali did it, but as in the Sattvic Rupam, Chandika takes it out and by giving you the knowledge. Like how in darkness, lighting the lamp is enough to get out of the dark. So she does that. She gives you the knowledge so that Ahankara leaves. Automatically it leaves. When you get the knowledge, the I factor leaves. So she gives you the knowledge. That does not need this kind of in the form of Chandika. Chandika. Chamundi is Kali. So Kali actually takes these measures to first kill. She takes extreme measures to destroy that duality, that relationship that you have with this world. That you need lot of effort from you to kill that duality, no? You need lot of effort from you to kill that. But still after even, somehow you manage to do it, then still this I remains. That I factor, that ego remains. That is Destroyed by giving you the knowledge. Knowledge can be given only in sattvic form, not with sword and this thing. That is why she comes, she leaves it, say, you go and do the killing of Shumba and Nishumba. I will not do it.
But they are also demons.
They are all same. Demons, the I is not a big demon, it is the huge demon.
Okay.
Ahankaram is the biggest demon in this world. Ahankaram is the biggest. I factor is the biggest thing that anybody can. It is not easy to get over it. That's what I mean to say. I factor is something because it connects you with everything. It gives a meaning to you as a family, as everything, like in relation to people, in relation to things. This I factor only gives. To get out of the I factor and live, that's not so easy. No? If it is a small wound, you apply a ointment. No? Or you take a tablet. Then the severity keeps going. If it is very severe, then you have to undergo a surgery. The same thing, it is like, the goddess is the same. She can give you medicine, she can take a sword. This is both. Everything needs its own medicine. Medicine that is due for that. This is all like, treatment that she is giving us. It's nothing but that. That's the reason she says, okay. We come to the end of this 7th chapter, and we will say what proceeds after this, Rakta Bija Vadam. That is another unique aspect, like Vichitra Rupam, that is Rakta Bija, how he is, and we'll end this with this. Guru Pyo Namaha.